Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be chosen ones, they're in deep regret. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, chosen ones, they're in deep regret. Okay? Now listen, y'all, this right here is not one of those nana boo boo videos, right? Where we're laughing at the person because they going through it. All right? We stumping on the person and kicking the person while they down. All right? But please understand my motto, okay? We accept the situation, or I would say we acknowledge the situation, accept the situation, then we do what, family? Resolve the situation. Understand that these individuals, who are in deep regret, they're there for a reason, right? You don't feel regret unless you feel the wrongdoings you have placed onto others. You don't feel the regret unless your heart, your conscience is letting you know that, hey, you know what you did to that person. You know what you did to Tyrone. You know what you did to Tywanda, right? You know what you did. And so you happen to be on the flip side, right? The person who was wrong. But I need you to understand something, family. They are in deep regret. All right? And so now, as we flip this coin, family, we are on the upside of things. Right? We are on the uprise side of things, to where we are now, filling out deeds and getting new apartments and different keys and upgrading our wardrobe and doing all these different things, y'all, while they're sitting in deep regret. But I need you to understand something. We are not wishing bad on nobody. That's not what I preach, and that's not what we do over here. But what I do want y'all to understand is they are in deep regret. Okay? Because they see all the things that you are doing. They see all the things that you are accomplishing. All right? And all the things that you are achieving without them. And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video, chosen ones. But before we do so, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. And not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Number one, it's gonna be this, y'all. That pain turned into pleasure. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, that pain turned into pleasure, right? See, can y'all imagine if a grape was a human being? I know it may sound crazy, but y'all follow me. Can y'all imagine if a grape was a human being? That grape has to be crushed, stumped on, right? Churned before it turns into fine wine. And see, sometimes, y'all, people are the crushers to our grape. People are the churners, okay, and the stumpers to our grape. Right? And so what that simply means is, y'all, that relationship that you was just in, that friendship that you just had, that job that you just had, okay, that associate that you was just associating with, right? They probably turned on you, switched on you, did something wrong, or whatever the case was, wronged you in any type of way, y'all. All right? Any type of way. But guess what? That very thing that they did to you, it is what groomed you. It is what pruned you, right? It is what, made you the person of who you are today. This is why you see so many other successful people, y'all, who says, I'm glad I went through X, Y, and Z, because if I did not, I wouldn't be the person who I am today, right? Reno, what are you saying right now? That pain turned into pleasure. That pain turned into pleasure. Y'all, Tom Brady, okay, was I want to say the 199th pick, okay, out of the 6th round. Anybody who watched football, okay, I know y'all watch the Super Bowl, all right, but anybody who watched football knows that the people who are in like the first few rounds, like the round 1, round 2, round 3, are considered to be top prospects, right? They are considered to be top prospects, or people who are looking to do well in the NFL, right? And, Tom Brady is one of the, top quarterbacks of all times, right? one of the top quarterbacks of all time, family. Reno, what are you saying right now? He turned that pain, okay, of not being, chosen in the first few rounds. He turned that pain of people not believing in him into pleasure, meaning he became a legendary quarterback. Even with myself, y'all, when I was going through my divorce, what did that cause me to do? That caused me to write more books, create more curriculums, right? I worked harder, exercised more, became more successful, all right? See, you have to understand, family, that sometimes, y'all, it's not about avenging the person, physically. Sometimes the greatest revenge is success. Somebody drop in the comments and say the greatest revenge is success. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say the greatest revenge is success. See, nothing burns a person more than knowing that they could have been right there beside you. Knowing that they could have been right there reaping the fruits of your labor. All they had to do was do right. All they had to do was, be a genuine and authentic person. But no, that was too hard for them. That was too hard for them, right? So sticking to the point, family, the thing that they put you through, okay, the wrongdoings they have put onto you, the pain that they have brought you, it allows you to turn that into pleasure. Okay, it's almost like you turned your pain into champagne. Just like them grapes that was crushed and churned and stumped on, turned into fine wine. Stella Rosa, Electra, right? Whatever your favorite wine is, okay? You can drop it in the comments if you like. But what I'm saying is, y'all, that fine wine had to go through a process. You fine wine. You're a fine wine. That pain turned into pleasure, okay? And so I need you to understand that whatever you turned that into, maybe you turned that into a business. Maybe you turned that into a coaching business. Maybe you turned that into a YouTube channel. Maybe you turned it into curriculums, books, the way I did. Maybe you turned that into exercising more, self-love and self-care. Now you preaching to people on how to love self more. Maybe you're preaching and coaching people on how to personal develop themselves more without depending on a person and looking for happiness from a person, right? Brenda, why do you say that? That pain that you went through turned into pleasure. You turned your pain into champagne. All right, somebody drop in the comments and let me know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. Moving on to the next one, family, is going to be this. Number 2, okay? They're searching for liberation. All right? Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they're searching for liberation, okay? And so, without using the extracurricular, big, super duper words, liberation is basically freedom, all right? And so, they are searching for freedom within their minds. They are inside of a mental prison. They are within a mental and emotional prison, okay? Why is that, Reno? Because whenever you wrong another individual, whenever you have, put witchcraft on someone else, right? Whether that's only with words or literally physically utilizing witchcraft, humiliation rituals, things that are degrading and demeaning to others, right? Whenever you do that, you have to understand that if your conscience is working the way it needs to work, then you're going to feel that for the aftermath, or as in a result of the aftermath, right? And so I need you to understand something. They are searching for freedom, okay, from the prison they have placed themselves in. And so when I say a prison, y'all, I don't mean physically. No, I mean a mental prison, right? An emotional prison, spiritual prison, okay? Because prison determines the shackles that you have placed on your mind. Prison is determined by the emotional factors that you have placed on your heart. And so what I'm simply saying, y'all, is that they are searching for liberation. Follow what I'm saying, y'all. Okay? And see, here's the funny thing, y'all. They'll never find it. It's almost like being in a real prison, a physical prison, right? To where, you locked in. You got 4 walls. They all white or however it is. You walk on a red line, okay? Because, schools, military, hospital, all governmental locations, or not locations, but governmental systems are systematically and strategically, placed pretty much together, right? They're placed pretty much together. So a hospital is not too different from a jail. Jail is not too different from school. It's the same layout pretty much, right? However, the reason why I say all that, y'all, is because they are looking for liberation. They are looking for that freedom, okay? And they will never find it. Sticking to the point, y'all, is like they're trying to escape that physical prison. They're trying to escape that physical prison, and it's like they just can't find a way out. Well, Rena, why are they in prison? Because the thoughts, their actions, the consequences and ramifications that they have caused onto others, okay, are coming back onto them, and we notify that as karma. Okay? We notify that as karma. So understand something, y'all. They are searching for liberation from the things that they have done in the past. They are searching for liberation from the things that they have done in the past. All right? And they will never find the liberation that they are looking for. It's physically impossible, family. All right? It is impossible. Now, let me just say this, y'all. The reason why it's impossible is because they are running from the horse's mouth. You are the horse, okay? It's like when a person apologize or try to talk to everybody else, rather than who they have done it to. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They done did something wrong to somebody in this particular room, but they going around everybody else, their family, their friends, their associates, everybody, even people who they don't even talk to. Even people who they're not even connected to, right? Telling them, I apologize for what I did to him and this and that. But you haven't came to the horse. See, they are trying to avoid the horse. Who is the horse? That's you. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm the horse. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm the horse. See, really, you got to realize something, y'all. A lot of people try to go around you because they don't want to deal with you. Right? A lot of people try to go around the fact of that dirt that they swept up under the rug. No, you got to pull that rug back and get the sweeping right there. You got to sweep that dirt back into a pile. But the problem is people don't want to do the work. People don't want to face the music. People don't want to face the music. Okay? And they rather indulge into magic. People don't want to face the music, but they rather indulge into magic, meaning they rather act as if it don't exist. Poof. Right? They want to make it disappear. Y'all got to understand what I'm saying, okay? But realize something, y'all. They are searching for liberation, okay? Moving on to the next one, family. Number 3. It's going to be this, y'all. What they see ain't what they saw. Yes, sir. This right here is another big one, family. What they see ain't what they saw. All right. So that simply means this, y'all. The results they have received is not the results they thought they get. All right. Once again, y'all, let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. The results they received is not the results they thought they get. All right. They received a jack in the box when they thought that it was going to be, some type of great prize, right? They thought it was going to be some type of extraordinary prize, but they got a jack in the box, okay? They received that jack in the box, and they made them look like a jackass, okay? They thought they had a jack in the box, but turns out they were the ones who was the jackass. That was the only jack. So follow what I'm saying, y'all. What they see is not what they saw. So in other words, y'all, just like when Eve, bit the apple because she was persuaded, by the serpent, which was, the enemy, Satan, right? She was persuaded by him, okay? She thought that she would see more power and become more powerful, than God. But once she realized that she was, made or was tricked, right? Once she realized that, she was like, oh, what I thought I was going to see is not what I'm seeing right now. Okay, I have been excluded from God's presence. Okay, now I got to deal with pains and cramps and birth and all these different things when I could have been living my best life, right? She could have been living her best life, but what she see ain't what she saw. She thought that she was going to become more powerful than God because that's what the enemy told her that she was going to get. That's what the enemy told her, that was the results that she was going to receive. But see, the results she received is not the results that she thought she'd get. Reno, what are you saying right now? What she seen wasn't what she saw. And so that's the same thing with that person in your life. Okay, that job that let you go. Yes, sir. That family member who thought they could never find another, or who thought they can find another you the same day. Okay, the same day. Realize something, y'all. What they see is not what they saw. And this is why they are in deep regret. This is why they are in deep regret. Okay, follow what I'm saying, y'all. Getting to the next one, family, is going to be this. Number 4, okay, they had more to give. All right, they had more to give. Now, I want to use this analogy. Some people may not like this analogy. However, y'all, I have to use it, okay? So I'm going to use this analogy of like a dead person, right? So it goes both ways. But let's just say this person, before they passed, they was around their family, and their family didn't really, appreciate them, okay? Their family didn't really see the value in them. Their family took them for granted. Their family didn't really see, the preciousness, the speciality in them. They didn't see the uniqueness in them, right? As soon as they passed away, oh, my little sweet Tyrone, oh, my little sweet Jeremy, my little sweet such and such, right? But as long as he was here, you did not cherish his presence. And so now you are blessed by his absence. So you got to realize something, y'all. It's the same way. On the flip side of that, let's just say this person, happened to pass away, right? But they didn't get everything that was on the inside of them out, which means they wasn't able to publish that book. They wasn't able to, put out that curriculum, put out that song, okay, become the lawyer that they knew that they can become. The things that they had on the inside of them, they did not, reach the pinnacles of what they knew that they can do or what they were capable of, right? This is why they say the graveyard is one of the most wealthiest or the wealthiest place, on this planet. Reno, what are you saying right now? Well, that causes a deep form of regret when you by your deathbed and you knew that you could have done more. That causes a deep form of regret when you knew you had this loved one all to yourself, or that relationship all to yourself, that friendship all to yourself, and now they're gone and there's no way of bringing this person back. It causes a deep form of regret. Reno, what are you saying right now? They are in deep regret, and this is why. They knew they had more to give, but they didn't want to give it for whatever reason. And again, y'all, this is a big notorious thing in our community. We feel as if we live forever. We feel as if we have people forever, and we don't. We don't got people forever. We don't have life forever. If you look at the life expectancy, it says 70 to 80 years old. And if you're a man, it's more looking like 70. And because women are outliving men, statistically, right? Maybe I could be wrong, okay? But statistically, from what I've seen in books, school, and curriculums, that's what it says. But the whole point is, y'all, 70 to 80 years is not a lot. It's not. Especially when you compare it to people who lived like Methuselah. I think he lived to 939 years old, right? Life is short, okay? And so, sticking to the point, y'all, they had more to give, and they know that. They knew they could have given you more. They knew they wasn't giving you the best version of themselves. This is why I always preach, y'all, become the better version of yourself. I always preach this, y'all. This is what I always say, right? A lot of people, all right, Reno, you always preach this. Say something else different. Say something new. I start saying something new when you get it into your spine, get it into your back, get it into your mind, get it into every part of you, all right? We have to become the better version of ourselves, okay? And so with that being said, y'all, they knew they had more to give you and they just did not. And so now they are in a deep form of regret, okay? Moving on to the next one, y'all, without going into a rambling session. Number 5 is going to be this, family. They cheated themselves out of a good person. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they cheated themselves out of a good person. All right. That right there got to be the worst. Okay. Because this is when you knew you've had access to this person. You had unlimited access at that. This is when you've known or realized that, man, you know, they always wanted to be around me or up under me or wanted to call me and talk to me, right? And now that they're gone, I no longer have this access. Now that they're gone, I no longer have the opportunity, right? And so with that being said, they realized that they cheated themselves out of a good person. Why? Because when they get somebody else, they realize that this person is not like that person. These are two different individuals. Wow. Right? Sometimes, y'all, it takes for a person to be in a worse situation to realize how good of the situation that they were in prior. Sometimes it takes, y'all, a person to drive a beat up Toyota Camry 1997, all right, after the fact they crashed their Camaro or crashed their Porsche. You realize that Porsche was a lot better. Right? You realize that Bentley was a lot better, but you got so used to the Bentley. You got accustomed to it. Now you got to ride that beat up Toyota 1997. Now, I'm not saying that the 1997 don't ride good, y'all, because if y'all know like I know, Toyotas and Hondas are good cars. I'm going to just speak the truth on that one, y'all. But what I'm saying is, in terms of luxury, okay, in terms of what lasts, you know, the longest because of the newer ability or the newer model of the car, newer model and make of the car, you know, it's those cars that you have, you know, like the Porsche, the Bentley, okay? The list goes on, right? But the point of what I'm saying, y'all, is that they cheated themselves out of a good person, okay? And sometimes it take them getting into worse situations, right, after they messed up this situation over here. She don't cook for you like this girl do right here. No, She's not believing in your dreams the way that she did. Yep. He don't provide for you the way that he did. This job didn't do the same thing that this job did right here. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And yes, I get it. People are different. Absolutely. I understand it. Right? But it doesn't mean that you have to cheat yourself out of a good person. And so with that being said, y'all, understand something. They cheated themselves out of a good person and they realize it. Last example, y'all, a ruby and fake jewelry. A ruby and fake jewelry. Reno, what are you saying right now? Well, you may look at the ruby and be like, it ain't all that, okay? Unless you just know the math. I Googled some information, some quick information. It says that ruby per carat is worth $12,000, right? So that means 2 carats is $24,000 just for 2 carats. Okay, so if you're talking about 100 carats times 12, I mean that's a lot of money, right? But you look at this fake jewelry and it look like the jewelry that the Migos wear, right? It looked like the jewelry that Lil Baby wear. It looked like the jewelry that Moneybagg Yo wear, right? You will cheat yourself out some good quality jewelry, you know, when you talking about this ruby and this fake costume jewelry that looks real. You will cheat yourself out of it. Reno, what are you saying? That's the same thing, you know, with you. All right? They cheated themselves out of a ruby for costume jewelry. It was a fraud. It was fake. All right? And so with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and conclude this video right after this recap. But realize something, y'all. They are in deep regret. Okay? So number 1, that pain turned into pleasure. All right? Number 2, they're searching for liberation. Number 3, what they see ain't what they saw. Number 4, they had more to give. And number 5, they cheated themselves out of a good person, all right? And so with that being said, y'all already know how we do. If you would like to purchase any one of my books, enroll into my social influence course, right? If you're looking to build up your social media platform, build your own tribe as well as your ministry, or book a one-on-one session with me to get deeper on the interpersonal level, y'all be sure to click the link inside my description, okay? I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace. What's good, family? It's your boy Reno. Check this out, y'all. I just dropped my social influence course, okay? Where I show you how to build up your social media platform as well as become a self-published author. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? If you want to leverage your expertise, okay, you got to publish your book. But not only that, if you want to get popping and build your community, you got to build up your social media platform. And so I put that all in one course, okay? And so all you got to do is go to the link in my bio, all right? And drop in the comments social influence if you want to build up your social influence. Click that link in the bio and we're going to get you popping. Keep a rich mentality.